Hi there Booktube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for my Friday reads. This week I read quite a few books, but I'm only going to be talking about some of them because 3 of the books that I read this week I'm going to be putting up a review video for because I read them for my YA Shot reviews, so look out for that video soon. But I'm going to take you through the 1 book and 2 comics and 1 graphic novel that I read for the rest of the week, and yeah, it's been a really good reading week. But before I do that, let me talk to you about my Booktuber shout out for this week, and that is Michaela Eve. I absolutely adore this girl. She's brilliant. She's a mum like me, and I love watching her vlogs, and I love listening to her talk about books, and I just think we're very on a similar wavelength about things, and yeah, I just really love her videos, and I definitely think more people should check her out. So check out Michaela Eve, and I will leave her linked below. So the first book that I want to talk to you about this week, or sorry, the first comic I want to talk to you about this week is the first issue of Archie. I never read Archie growing up, so I didn't know an awful lot about it, but I saw it on Kitty G's channel, and Caitlin said how much she enjoyed it, and it's sort of a contemporary comic, which isn't something I've read much of before, so I really wanted to pick it up and give it a go, and I was not disappointed. I really like the artwork. It's just very sort of punchy and colourful, and I really loved this sort of contemporary setting. It's about Archie, he's at school, it's about his life at school, and a teenage contemporary story, and it was definitely what I was in the mood for this month, and I gave this one 4 stars, and I can't wait to continue. I can't decide yet whether I'm going to get the comics or whether I'm going to wait and get the graphic novel, the bind up when it comes out, but I'll decide depending on whether I can hold out. The second comic was also a recommendation from Caitlin from Kitty G, and that was Lady Mechanica number 0. This was a really good deal in my comic shop. I think it was only 80p for this 0 edition, just to get a feel of whether I would like this. It's a really interesting idea. It's about it's a sort of a steampunky world where there's some people who are part machine or part sort of made out of mechanical bits and part human, and although this isn't the sort of a start of an arc, it's more of a sort of just a teaser story. It was good. It wasn't my favourite, and I think steampunk maybe just isn't a genre for me, so I'm not going to continue with this one, but I gave it 3 stars. I did really enjoy reading it. Next up was Harley Quinn volume 1, which is the new 52, Hot in the City. I've wanted to read this for ages. I really love the idea of Harley Quinn, and I know that Suicide Squad film is coming out soon, and I can't wait to see that, so I wanted to sort of get inside her story a little bit. I really like the colour and the artwork in this, but unfortunately it just wasn't totally for me. I think for me the problem was the story just felt a bit confused at times, and I wasn't sure that I was sort of getting it, I think, and yeah, I'm just not sure that this particular Harley Quinn is for me. There's loads of older ones out there, so it may be that I try one of those. So if any of you have read more of Harley Quinn and can recommend a really good sort of story arc, then let me know, but I don't think I'm going to continue with this one, unfortunately. I really love the artwork, but the story just felt a bit confused and didn't really go anywhere for me, so I won't be picking up another one of these. And then the book that I read, well, not the only book that I read this week, but the one book that I'm going to talk about now is the final book in the Parasol Protectorate by Gail Carriger, and this is Timeless. I've been buddy reading these with Nicole from Dorker Brain. Check out her channel, she's brilliant and I love her to bits, and I've really enjoyed chatting to her on Voxer about these. This is the final one in this series, and I just love it. It's just a really great fun series, and I'm actually, we were sort of debating reading them all in one go, and then for circumstances for reading other books we had to wait to read this one, and I'm really pleased we did actually, because when I started reading it again I just felt immersed in the world so quickly, and it really sort of captured me, and it's just such a fun book. It was a really solid wrap up to the story. I can't talk too much about it because it'll ruin the rest of the series for you, but it was a really solid final book. There was a few loose ends that I wish it had wrapped up, but other than that I really enjoyed it. It's comical, it's witty, it's a comedy of manners. Yeah, I love it. 4 stars. So that's the books I read this week, or most of them anyway, and as I say, there's 3 other books that I will be reviewing more fully in my YA shop reviews video coming up soon, and that is the rest of them this week. Definitely check out Michaela's video because she's brilliant, and yeah, she needs more subscribers. Well, she deserves more subscribers, so yep, definitely go and check her out. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm reading next week because you will have seen my October TBR, so you'll have a bit of an idea of what I'm going to be reading over the month. So wait till next week to find out what I've picked up. Okay, bye for now, Booktubers.